Hello and welcome back to the Let's Build a Boutique YouTube channel. So for today's video, we are going to continue on with one of our series, and that is where to find wholesale vendors. And today's spotlight topic, is where to find children's clothing vendors. And this includes infant, toddler, so that age range, everything for kids. So I know many of you are already online clothing boutiques, maybe focusing on women's styles, but you want to branch out and start to also include some mommy and me, or maybe you're just getting started and you're just looking for vendors to start a baby boutique or a children's boutique, etc. This list is for you. So many of you who are familiar with my channel know that I do not personally sell children's styles in my online store, but I have several boutique friends who do, and they were able to share their favorite vendors with me. So that's what we're going to be reviewing today. So let's take a look. Okay, so first up, we are taking a look at one vendor who was recommended as a favorite over and over again, and that vendor is Honeydew. So with Honeydew, we can take a look at their product categories. So you can see they have girls clothing, boys clothing, baby clothing, basic essential, as well as several other categories. They do have styles for women as well as for kids. And you can see that they've got very cute styles. If you saw on the previous slide, they do have volume discounts, which is always super helpful. So if we scroll down, you can take a look at some of the styles they have to preview on their website. Keep in mind that you will not be able to see the prices for each of these styles unless you create an account. And in order to create an account, if you are brand new to the boutique world, you do have to be set up as a legal boutique, meaning you need to have your seller's permit or resale license. It's called different things in different states, but basically you will need to obtain this in order to create a wholesale account with these types of vendors. If you would like to learn more about this process, I do have a video, I will link it down below, where I walk you through all of the steps you need to take to legally set up your business. So scrolling through, we see they've got girls, baby, lounge, boys, and then mommy and me. So I know, as I've just mentioned, some of you guys have been looking for mommy and me products, so this would be a great vendor to check out. I'd say this is probably one of the top vendors on this list, so I thought I would start off with one of the biggest hits. If you're going to check out any of these vendors, definitely check out this one. And if we scroll down a bit more, just wanted to show you, look how cute these mommy and me swimsuits are. How fabulous are they? The next vendor is called Bailey's Blossom. And if you take a look at their website, you can see the options at the top. We've got infant and toddlers. You can see several collections available and product styles as well. We also have Mommy and Me, another great vendor to check out if you're interested in Mommy and Me. And then we've also got women's style as well as kids. So if you take a look at the website, you can see that they actually do have a showroom in the Dallas marketplace. So if you are in the area, you can always go and check them out in person, which is always great. You do have the ability to learn about how to become a wholesaler with Bailey's Blossoms as well. You can see they do have a list of their required documentation. As I mentioned, tax resale certificate. So that's going to be what I was referring to when I mentioned reseller's permit or seller's permit. And they have instructions for the requirements, so you can read through those on your own time. Check out what happens when we click on the links. Here we do see the styles, and I believe what we're seeing here is you have the ability to purchase directly on their website. So if you just wanted to buy one product for your own child, they have the ability for you to shop directly from their website. So as I mentioned, if you want to wholesale with them and sell these products in your own store, you will have to make an account. And typically the wholesale price is going to be much cheaper than the price they're selling these products for on their website. But keeping in mind, you would be buying in packs. So you would not just be able to buy one at a time. So that was a quick preview of infant and toddlers. We do have Mommy and Me. I'll just quickly take a look at. You can see there's a lot of great photos available for several of these styles. The next vendor is called My Baby Steps. So with this one, when you head over to their website, it gives you some information that says if you're interested in selling our products, you need to email this address and provide the following pieces of information. So once again, with all of these stores, you need to create an account in order to actually shop with them. But I think we can take a quick preview at some of the styles they have. So navigating to baby, I think once again what we're seeing here is the ability to shop directly from their website as a consumer. But if you were to create an account, you would see the wholesale price here listed instead. So that was a quick preview of some of their new arrivals for baby. I can go to boys. So here we see some of the styles for boys clothing. We also have a vendor called Kids Charm Online. So my understanding with this vendor is that they also have a site called Lady Charm. So I think this is just their children's version. So on their homepage, we can see a preview of some of their styles. We can see styles for kids. And we scroll down, we see bows, we see products for swimwear. And if we scroll back up, we can take a look. They do have girl styles, boys styles, as well as women. The next vendor is called Little Sleepies, and when you head over to their website, they do have a link to post to their wholesale application. So when you click on it, it actually says if you want to place an order, please visit us on Faire. So several of these stores, they will either have their own website and they could potentially also sell on Faire. Some of these vendors, they only sell on Faire, so it looks like if you want wholesale products, you will have to go to Faire. But if we just want to take a quick look at some of the styles, I'll just head over to what's available under new arrivals. You can see we've got some products for different age ranges. We're seeing Mommy and Me, we're seeing adult styles, so potentially styles for the whole family, which can be a big hit to offer in your own store. Ladies World is the next vendor on our list. And with this vendor, I was able to find them on Fashion Go and LA Showroom. And you can see here that they do in fact say women's and children clothing available. They're also listed as based out of Dallas, Texas. And they have some information about what they carry and where you can go with questions. If we take a look at the preview of the site, it is primarily or really only for women's apparel. I'm not seeing any previews for the children's styles. As I mentioned, if you want to take a further look, I would recommend that you create an account on Fashion Go or LA Showroom in order to view more information and check out their styles for kids' clothing. I do, of course, have an account for both of these types of websites, but for privacy reasons, I would like to respect the vendors and not publicly share the prices that they provide to wholesale vendors. The next vendor we have is called It's a Happy Day, or it looks like it's a Happy Day Boutique and Apparel. When I do navigate to this website, the URL does say Becoming a Boss Babe, so it looks like this brand has several collections available to take a look at. So if we scroll down, I do see that they do have children and family sets, or if we scroll down even further, we can see check out our latest. So we are seeing the kids styles, and I'm going to scroll back up and click on children and family sets just to see what we can find. So once again, we're seeing more products available. So this is another option for you to check out. Sparkle Dots is the next vendor I want to take a look at. And you can tell that when you click on their website, it does seem to be primarily geared towards children. We do see a preview of some of their pre-orders for fall and winter 2022. And you can also see some cute styles for what I'm assuming would be Easter coming up. Easter is just in a couple of weeks of when I'm currently filming this recording, so that would make sense. We can also see that they do have the ability to shop by style. Looks like they do have various age ranges, and this is another vendor that of course you need to log in to view their prices. They do have a preview video that you can check out on your own time, and several categories of styles to browse through. Next up we have Pete and Lucy. So on their website you can see information about the brand as well as a preview of some of their styles. What I can do is take a look at a gallery to preview their current collection, just so you guys can get an idea of the styles that they sell. And you can decide for yourself if you would like to check out this brand. The next brand is called Okey and Loom, and when I clicked on their website, I did get a pop-up that instructed me that I can become a VIP. They do have a private Facebook group that you can join. But to take a look at their website, you can already tell they've got very cute branding, and we can see a preview of some of their styles. They do have Sezzle available. You can take a look at wholesale clothing. They do list that they are based out of North Carolina and do have fast shipping, so that's always a plus, of course. They've got new releases weekly, so that means you will never be waiting for new styles to come out. It looks like they have some more information. Feel free to read on your own time. And if we scroll down, it looks like there is a preview of their spring-summer collection. So when you hover over these products, of course, they're instructing you to log in to view the price, as all of the other brands do as well. Here we have the Hive Wholesale on the screen, And if you have been around the boutique world, wholesale world for a while, you are likely familiar with the Hive. So the Hive is an organization that offers wholesale clothing as well as screen print sublimation, and they also have blanks for purchase where you can custom size or design requests. So what that really means is if you have your own printer, you can purchase their styles that will be, as the name suggests, blank, and you can print your own designs onto the products. And in addition to that, the Hive also has drop shipping. So most wholesale vendors do not offer drop shipping. It is pretty rare to find one that does. So if that's something that you are interested in, feel free to spend some time learning more about the Hive and what they can offer you. Next up, I want to share a couple of wholesale vendors that sell on Facebook. So here we see Elevate Wholesale, and you can see this is a private group on Facebook. I'm not a member of this group because, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not selling children's clothing in my own store. But you can see that there is a quick preview of the group. You can see how many members are currently in it, and you do have the ability to join the group and request to be approved. And from there, you should be able to take a look at their styles and purchase their products. Buttes and Bows Wholesale is the next Facebook group that sells children's clothing. You can see that they are based out of Texas, and a bit of information about the history. You can see how active they are by seeing how many posts they have each week or each day, and how many members join each week, and how long they've been in business for. So the next vendor is called Me and Henry, and you will notice that I am viewing them on Faire. More about that in a second. First, I want to give you guys a quick preview of some of the styles that they sell. And I will note that this, or at least I believe this vendor, is a premium wholesale vendor. They do sell their products in a lot of high-end department stores and high-end boutiques. So something to be aware of. They do have very cute pieces, at least in my opinion. But going back to Faire, so I just want to let you guys know that as you guys are looking for additional vendors, feel free to check out Faire. They do have several kids and baby. You can look up here. They have a whole category for kids and baby wholesale vendors. So as you move on and start to branch out and look for additional vendors, it is fair to consider Faire, no pun intended, when you are seeking out new vendors to sell in your store. A few quick tips about Faire. Faire has a lot of options, so one of the tricks is to make sure that you do educate yourself on the requirements for selling children's apparel. And there are a lot of vendors that potentially are not compliant with all of the legal requirements, because with children's clothing there is more red tape, there's more rules on things like packaging and tagging and testing. So it's important that you're not quick to jump on the cheapest, potentially overseas brands that you find, because they might not have the appropriate certifications. Some examples of this would be teething headbands. products like that, it's important to learn the requirements for the industry that you're in before you begin selling the products. So just a little tidbit of information, a quick tip for you guys. Another quick tip about Faire, I would say, you want to filter as you're browsing. You want to filter on what's important to you. So if it's important to you that it's made in the US, or if it's organic material, you can also filter to make sure it's not sold on Amazon, things like that. You have the ability to narrow down your results as you're browsing for new vendors. I also want to recommend that you guys check out America's Mart or Dallas Marketplace. So any of the big market, apparel mart trade show events, they often have showrooms that are year-round or seasonal trade shows where these vendors will actually come and allow you to check out their products in person. It's always a huge benefit if you can actually take a look at the products they're selling in person before making a decision. You can check out the quality of the product, the fabric, the fit, all of the good stuff. All right, and that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And let me know if you guys have any questions. But with that, I'll see you guys next time.